Setting fire to a forest. What could possibly go wrong? Ladies, gents, it has come to my attention that some of you are not preparing. Preparing for what exactly, you might ask? For war. War is on the horizon, and it will not be long until we are forced to head into battle. But for today, you can rest assured that we shall not be heading to war just yet. Instead, we are back with Vinland Saga, episode 11. Let us recap what happened last time. On episode 10, Prince Knut was taken hostage by Thorkel when he decided to just launch his attack and somehow defeated 4,000 people, 4,000 soldiers with just 500. And now, essentially, after doing so, after taking out those 4,000, he is now going after the main force. Honestly, I mean, this guy is just out of his goddamn mind, but apparently it just works, you know? It just works. Another small thing that I talked about last episode was that I was a little bit surprised how Thorfinn just didn't really, like, it has been basically like 10 years, 10 goddamn years since, Thorfinn has been with these, with Askeladd and stuff. And I was just a little bit surprised, that he barely ever thinks about the rest of his family. He probably has, well, he definitely at this point has more memories with Askeladd and those men than he does with his family. So it is kind of, I suppose it makes sense that he might have forgotten his loved ones. But regardless, I don't really know what to expect from episode 11, but let's check it out, shall we?
It's freezing.
Oh my god, it is.
Season when everything tastes delicious, especially fish, cod, trout, and herring.
Pig and sheep are nice and fattened up this time of year too, chieftain.
Ah, that they are. With some salted sausage and a nice stout to wash it all down.
Keep the food and give me an English woman. They've got a classy way about them that drives me wild.
They do, and they're even a little modest. You think that's because they're Christians, maybe?
Hamana, 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 hamana. I must say, I like them too.
Could be worth converting to see what the fuss is about.
No thanks, I think I'm gonna pass. Too many rules telling you to do this and not that. And how about their god? Did you see that wooden statue of him before we left London? So feeble, wasn't he?
Oh, better watch out!
He was very skinny.
Thor's hammer.
Okay, so actually, this is a good little question, right? I have to preface this. I know nothing, absolutely zero of any religion. Why? Because I just have never cared. Never read the Bible, never nothing. It's just I have no knowledge of anything, and I really don't care. But for the longest time, just based off of like context clues, I always thought, a lot of people talk about, praising the Lord, right? I've always thought they were talking about God. But they often, but a lot of people often talk as if, Jesus and God are the same person, which they are not, right? I mean, again, I have no idea. Literally zero idea, okay? This is just based off of what some random very old memories that I have in my head since I was a child, right? I assumed that Jesus was like the son of God or supposedly, right? Like the chosen one, basically, right? Was chosen to lead humanity to salvation or whatever the fuck, right? Point is, I've always found it weird that the people kind of like, they come to a statue of Jesus, on the cross, right? And then they like they're praying to that, but they're talking and praying to God, as if the two are one and the same. Which, like, that is what has always kind of just like totally like weirded me out. Like, are you praying to Jesus or are you praying to God? Right? Because they're not the same thing. And it's like, even here, you know, they said, oh, did you see the statue of their God? It's like, Jesus is not God, right? Again, I have no idea. Maybe I'm being a blasphemer right now, but like, I mean, I have literally no idea.
Oh, now, men. You shouldn't jump to conclusions after hearing a few rumors. So why don't we try asking somebody who knows everything about Christianity? Hey! Hey, Prince! Between Jesus and the gods of Asgard, who do you think is the most powerful? What's wrong? Why won't you answer the question? Are you too shy to speak in front of all these people?
Don't be so full of yourself, Thorkel.
The fact that they haven't had this person, this Prince Knut, ever speak makes me think that there's a reason why they haven't. Like, sure, you can portray him as this person who doesn't get riled up or anything, but at the same time, they're going so far with this to the point where I'm thinking there's a reason why this character can't speak, because they would be found out otherwise, right? If it is a woman in disguise, then the voice would give it away, most likely.
Traitor! Have you even the slightest idea what you're doing? Who do you think you are to sit up there and mock His Highness with such impudence?
Normally, I think taking hostages is nothing but a big waste of my time. But here we are. King Swain seems hell-bent on just ignoring me. I figured the best chance I had at catching his eye was to capture the prince and ransom him.
You're nothing but a bunch of madmen. The only thing you know is how to make war. Every one of you will die out there. You're taking on the Danish army with 500 men? They have 16,000!
Come now, Ragnar. You don't see that as a problem at all. Maybe you've been under the influence of Christianity for so long you've forgotten about our whole way of life. All we want is honor.
Yeah, that's kind of cringe, not gonna lie. I mean, I get it, right? Back in those days.
Seek only the souls of the brave, the souls of heroes, warriors of the gods, worthy of the mantle Einherjar. Only those who fight, those who die in battle, will earn their place in the halls of Valhalla.
You know, if I was around at that time, I know I wouldn't have lasted for more than like 13 years. Even when I was like very young, I think I already considered the idea of like, you know, these religions of like, oh, you know, only people who die fighting and, you know, fighting with honor and getting a warrior's death can go up to heaven. It's like, okay, who told you this exactly? Right? Like, how do you know that? Huh? Right? Like, when you start thinking about, like, how do people know this? So who told these people exactly that, oh, you have to die a warrior's death to be able to go to Valhalla? It's like, so who exactly told you this? Oh, you heard it from a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend, right? Like, eventually someone must have heard it from the gods or whatever, right? Someone somewhere, I'm sure at some point heard it from the gods, right? And then they made some scriptures or something from that knowledge. It's like, sure, bro, sure, you know, like it's such a just trust me, bro, you know? It's such a just trust me, bro vibe. And it's so obviously just a way to have warriors fight and die willingly. And it's so like, let's just, I wouldn't have lasted for more than like 13 years. I would have been immediately burned as a witch or something. Or as a sorcerer,
It's how well
wizard.
you fight and how well you die. That's all that really matters. And the stronger the enemy, the better.
But then again, you know, I think back, during these times, they didn't have computers. They didn't have, you know, toys. I mean, I guess they had some toys, but like, they didn't have a lot of things to do, right? So a lot of their hobbies and stuff like that for men were just fighting and becoming more skilled as a fighter. And then, you know, cultures and kings and whatnot put into their heads this religion thing, saying that, oh, dying as a warrior is honorable and stuff, so come fight for us, you know, and die for us.
You know nothing of Prince Canute.
Was there more to that? Or are you done? I don't get it.
I see him! Jesus, it's you, isn't it? Your disciple.
He's run out of booze. Father, calm down, please.
He's run out of booze.
Someone help! Quickly, he needs liquor now.
I don't think that's how withdrawal symptoms work.
That's funny no matter how many times I see it. Hey, you hear me, Father? What do you think? Our God or yours? Whose is better?
Whichever god created alcohol.
What? Why have we stopped?
Chieftain.
Let's see. I think right about...
Oh. Oh.
I knew it! It's an ambush!
You know what that reminded me of? If you've seen Troy, the movie. That's what that reminded me of. That was so good.
Damn you! Thorkel! You and your men are surrounded! By
Oh my god, you are.
Ragnar's troops under Prince Canute!
My men have come for us.
2,000?
If they're announcing it, they must be bluffing. Go.
Yes, sir.
True.
Right away.
True. On the other hand, they do want the hostage. So, you know, maybe they're thinking, well, we're gonna announce that you have no way of winning. We'd rather do it peacefully because we don't want to hurt the hostage.
And you may go free! That's your only chance of getting out of this alive! You would be wise to consider the situation carefully.
Your strategy. Prince Canute is yours. We gladly return him to your care. Now there's no need for you to be shy, is there? Go on! Show us what you've got!
What's that? Damn it!
No! Control yourself. We must retreat.
But we can't. We have no reason. And they've just issued a challenge. They're not running away. They'll fight to the death. If we withdraw, we have no honor. All of us will be nothing but cowards.
Always comes down to honor, doesn't it? It always comes down to honor. I agree with Ragnar here.
Gentlemen, what seems to be the problem? Surely you're not afraid of us with an army of 2,000?
I have no honor. You know, it is what it is, right? I have no honor. To me, the ends justify the means.
Tucking your tails between your legs!
He's mocking us. How dare you speak that way?
No, stop! Did none of you men hear my order? Don't let these warmongers bait you into a fight!
Are we dealing with a bunch of weaklings?
Die, all of you!
This is your end!
That was too easy.
Be my guest!
And just like that, from a few words, hundreds of people will die.
Yeah, astute observation by the sound of things. Wind's with us. Now, let's get to work. You bastards know what to do.
God damn. God damn. You know, this is what I envisioned. you know, when I watched Game of Thrones, the first season, and I heard how that show was so amazing. Everyone was sucking the dick of Game of Thrones. This is what I imagined Game of Thrones to be like. I imagined seeing all the battles, all the conflicts. I just imagined seeing all the gore and the fighting and stuff. Not, oh, let's fade to black and not show the battle at all.
Something else.
Ah, you're right.
What? I don't smell anything. Sure it's not just the scent of entrails?
No, it's not that. We're downwind of a fire.
Yes, we are.
Alright, that should do it! Clear!
Setting fire to a forest. What could possibly go wrong?
Are you, sir?
Right here. There's no need to shout.
We're in trouble. This forest is becoming a sea of flames.
You can't tell friend from foe in this smoke. So maybe the battle's over now. We're clear if we move downwind, but we should go. No honor in burning to death during a wildfire.
This is no wildfire. Someone did this on purpose.
Huh?
Definitely wasn't Ragnar's men, I can tell you that much. There's someone else in this forest, and they've come to play.
Oh my god, they have.
Everything is burning. Clearly there hasn't been any rain in the past few days.
How are they... You know, how does one even die in a forest fire? Like, fire... Fire doesn't spread that fast. I mean, it spreads pretty fast. But you can easily outrun a forest fire. I'm pretty sure. Like, again, I haven't been a part of a forest fire, right? I don't really know. I'm kind of speaking out of my ass here. But I feel like if there's a forest fire, you can easily outrun it. The deaths of animals and people come from the smoke, right? Most of the time. So it's like, for instance, if you're, I don't know, camping in the forest, you're sleeping, and then, you know, you get caught in the smoke, then you can die, right? Like, let's say you're inside your tent sleeping, and then all of a sudden you wake up smelling like massive smoke, and then you open up the tent, and you're filled with, you know, ash and smoke and everything, right? Then you can die to smoke. But I don't think anyone actually dies from the fire itself. Smoke is bad and everything, but like, you would have to, like, I feel like you would have to really get unlucky with the direction of the wind. Because, like, I feel like if you could, like, just run away from the fire a little, the smoke wouldn't get that far. I mean, you would smell it, but I don't think it would be, like, life-threatening. But again, I don't know.
Not how I'd like to go.
Agreed. Too painful and far too...
Like, I don't think you would ever actually catch fire.
That would be a big help, though.
No, he's not gonna be killed by a few embers. We just need to confuse them for a little while. Where's Thorfinn? All right, douse him.
Man, they keep using Thorfinn like a goddamn tool. I mean, I get he is one, kind of, but...
Hey, Askeladd.
Yeah?
Ragnar had an army of 400. Shouldn't we have sided with them? With us, it's 500. We'd be even with Thorkel.
Winning takes more than being even. And if we'd managed a victory, Ragnar's forces would have claimed the prize themselves.
True.
Regardless, it's all or nothing.
But you believe Thorfinn will bring the prince back alive. You pretend it's a fool's errand, but you trust that boy, don't you?
Those too foolish to know when to be afraid can be convenient.
He's not wrong. Yeah, it's the smoke that's the main problem.
Hell? No, it can't be his doing. No matter. We need
But
to
again,
go-
I feel like as long as you
Behind
can
us.
just...
Hurry, please! Ragnar, sir.
You idiot! What kind of moron does that? You don't even know who you're attacking!
Sir. Here! The prince is right over here! Hey, we're allies! Please help us! We need to...
Nice, nice. Good.
Well, well, there you are.
Die. Kill them all.
Four kills then. It seems I was the idiot as well.
Make sure the prince is unharmed.
Of course I will.
I'll bet you $10 that the priest is gonna die.
With us, little boy. We promise to treat you nice.
Jesus.
What the hell?
A horse?
The horse gotta be on fire, man. Of course the horse gotta be on fire.
And who does he think he's glaring at?
He doesn't seem too important.
Good, then it's decided. You're dead!
Oh, you're dead.
He disappeared.
You there. You're Prince Canute, right? Stay put. I've come to save you.
Now? This
You
is
see
where
that?
someone
You see that? You see that? You see that look? See that look? Huh? You see this? Nothing phased this person previously. Absolutely nothing. They looked like they could not give a shit. But now, oh, there's a little surprise. Like, hemma, yes. Very interesting. Very,
This is
very
when
interesting.
someone comes to save his highness? But why?
But why?
Oh! Thorfinn! Hey! That is Thorfinn, isn't it? It is! I knew I recognized you, Thorfinn. I had a feeling we'd both meet again someday, little guy. He's a handful. This one's a true warrior. After all, there aren't many who could leave a mark on me like this. You see? He may not look it, but that's one kid you don't want to underestimate. 2 questions for you. Your group is responsible for this fire, aren't they? And as for the other, when we last met, you told me you were the son of Thor's just before you ran away. And if Thor's is your father, that would make your mother Helga.
Oh my god, it does.
How do you know that?
I am right. That makes you the son of the troll of Yam. It's no wonder you're so strong.
Son of the Troll of Yam?
Huh. Doesn't look like him to me.
Really? Thor's had a child?
You knew my father?
Of course, who didn't know him? He may have been the only man in the world who could beat me in a contest of strength. He was a true warrior.
Oh my god, he was. Thorfinn's like, oh my god, finally someone who understands.
Ooh, it's getting hotter.
Are all of them covered in alcohol or something? Do they bleed alcohol? At the moment they like fire touches them, they just go up in flames?
Time to reminisce, Thorfinn. You
Fire
can
doesn't
take things
catch that
with you for
easily.
now. We'll meet again. We're both heading in the same direction, to King Swain's camp. Escape me, and the victory is yours. So be on your way. Don't let me down, Thorfinn.
This is awful. Where the hell could Chieftain Thorkel have gone? Chieftain!
God damn.
Ragnar! Your Highness!
So did the prince just like escape or like run away when? Oh, nice. Did the prince just and Ragnar just like peace out when Thorfinn arrived, or is he escorting them here or something?
Here comes some more. Get rid of those bodies!
Oh, I guess he is escorting them.
Don't shoot! This is Thorfinn, and I brought the prince with me.
You acted recklessly, Askeladd. All of my troops scattered to the winds because of it. However, we're left with few options. Therefore, I'm entrusting the prince's safety to you, for now. Protect his highness, and guide him to the king's side without incident.
All according to Keikaku.
Son of Olaf does humbly accept this responsibility. But first, your highness, as I am to safeguard you, I should like to look upon your face.
Is it finally time?
Your highness?
That's a prince? Looks more like a princess.
I mean, at least, you know, they agreed with me. At least I'm not the only one who thought that, right? We have to still hear the voice. Part of me did expect that Thorfinn was going to have a round 2 with Thorkel, but at least I guess Thorfinn now knows that Thorkel knew of his father and his mother, I guess. I don't really know what else to say. It was just a battle in the forest, and then forest fire, and then they got the prince in all the confusion. They're still gonna be running from Thorkel's forces, I think, as he said. If this is, I mean, I'm thinking this is a relative of Helga, maybe? Because if I'm not mistaken, Helga was daughter of Sigvaldi, I think. I believe Sigvaldi was the leader, right? The king person. And I would imagine Sigvaldi has, like, who knows how many daughters and sons, right? So it's like, it is what it is. I don't think that we're going to have a battle next episode, but I've been wrong before. I've been surprised before. But I think next episode we're most likely going to have kind of a break episode, and then to get to know Prince Knut, and we'll go from there. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed episode 11 of Vinland Saga, and I will see you next time in episode 12 next time.